Hello, everyone. This is All Star Hoop Talk with Shane.
And Ethan, because every team needs an all-star. Okay, so today we'll start off by talking about the NBA Finals.
Okay. So, what happened with the NBA Finals? Because it's been a while since we've last talked to everybody, hasn't it?
Yeah,
And so, are the finals over? Are they still going on? What happened?
the finals are over.
And what happened?
The Celtics won.
In how many games?
I 5, right?
Correct. And they won it back in Boston, didn't they?
Yeah,
And that was another kind of a blowout game for the Celtics, wasn't it?
yeah,
So now the Celtics are riding pretty high with their win and everything like that, right?
mm-hmm.
So do you think the Mavericks are going to kind of reassess things and come back next season with more of a purpose and a desire to make it to the finals and win?
Yeah,
Do you think they can?
maybe.
What do they need to do to get back there and win?
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. It'll be something that we'll have to look at later then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what? What else are we going to talk about?
First off, the Oklahoma City Thunder traded Josh Giddey for the Bulls' Alex Caruso.
Wow, that's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you think that Caruso is going to be a good fit down in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he just plays really well. He can shoot, he can pass. His defense is, it's average, I would say, but I think he would be better in Oklahoma.
Okay. You just don't think he had the right fit there in Chicago?
I think he did. I think he just might be better in Oklahoma.
And this is going to be his third team in the last couple of years because he was with the Lakers a few years back before he went to Chicago, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
So is that good or bad? I mean, he seems to be getting traded a lot, and I don't know. I didn't see, the reason why if he wanted to be traded and he specifically wanted to go to Oklahoma, like he was from Oklahoma or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but sometimes that's not a good sign if you keep getting traded like that, is it?
No.
So do you think he's kind of getting at the end of his career then?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. He is a pretty good player, though, so we'll see how he kind of fits in over there in Oklahoma, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got for us?
There was one more. Oh yeah, the Lakers hired a new head coach.
And who did they hire?
I forgot.
J.J. Redick, right?
Yeah, J.J. Redick.
Doesn't his name sound familiar?
Yeah.
Wasn't he a former player?
Yeah.
So do you think he's going to be the person that they need in L.A.?
I think so, yeah.
What do you... Because he hasn't coached before, right?
I don't think so.
So why would they bring in somebody without the coaching experience? And the expectations in LA is every year they're going to win a championship, right?
Yeah.
So why would you, kind of bank on somebody that doesn't have any coaching experience? What do you think they're going for there?
I don't know.
Do you think that they have some scheme or anything like that, or what do you think they're seeing in JJ?
I really don't know.
Do you think it's a smart move by the Lakers?
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, and usually, you're going to get back into the finals or something like that. You're going after a coach that's got a proven track record and has done good things with turning a program around or faced some adversity and still took you deep into the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So this just, I don't know, it's kind of a head scratcher to me. I don't dispute that JJ can coach, although he's never done it. I think once you've played, it's kind of something that you can do is teach it. Some people just choose not to, and we'll see. I mean, if I remember correctly, I don't know if he ever won a championship as a player. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Let's see if we can look it up real quick as we continue to talk. What else you got?
I don't think I have anything else.
So what should we talk about next then?
I guess the Detroit Pistons.
Okay. Well, I just pulled it up here, and JJ Redick, he has not won an NBA championship before. He started out with the Orlando Magic in 2006, went to the Bucks briefly, the Clippers, the 76ers, the Pelicans, and was last with the Mavericks in 2021. So 3 years later, he's the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. It's impressive. We'll see how that pans out for him. Wish him the best of luck. But again, it's kind of, you expect somebody with a winning history when you're going into a big name like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about the Detroit Pistons. What's going on? What did you want to tell us about them? You said you wanted to talk next about the Detroit Pistons, right?
Yeah.
So what do you want to talk about? And how's their chances of getting to the finals next year?
Not high.
So what do they need to do in order to get there?
I don't know. Maybe just trade some players and get some back in free agency.
Who would be one or two of their players that they currently have that would be kind of untouchables for them to kind of hold on to and trade for other players?
I don't know. I don't really think any.
So you think that they should just get rid of all of them?
No.
So there's not a single Piston that you think that they should keep?
Well, there's a Sar Thompson. He was a rookie last year. He didn't perform too terribly bad.
What about Cade Cunningham?
Yeah, he was the number one pick a few years back, and he's not bad either.
And he seems to be improving over the course of the years and stuff like that. And he seems to be really kind of the foundation for their team, don't you think?
Yeah.
So maybe they should keep those two players, you think?
Yeah.
So that would leave them with a point guard and a small forward. And you're saying then just gut the rest of the team and find people to replace them all, huh?
I guess, yeah.
So who would be the best person that they could really snag right now and really help turn things around, you think?
Maybe Klay Thompson.
That's who I was thinking too. He's still in free agency at the moment. There hasn't been any word if he's re-signed with the Golden State Warriors yet. A lot of people probably want to see that. They won't want to see the Splash Brothers broken up or anything.
Yeah, but there's a lot of talk that he might be going to the Magic because he unfollowed on Instagram the Warriors and started following the Magic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Do you think that he did that in a way for the leadership at the Warriors to take notice and say, "Whoa, don't leave us here. Let's really talk. We'll give you some more money. We'll do this or that, or try to make him happy."
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think they can afford him anymore.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They got too many high-profile players on their team.
Yeah.
Do you think the Pistons can afford Klay?
Yeah.
So if they were able to gut and trade off all their players, they'd have a salary cap that they could definitely tap into to get him, don't you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he'd want to go someplace like that?
Maybe not.
Now, has there been any roster changes with the head coaching or any of their coaching staff or anything?
No.
So their coaching staff is going to be back next year.
Well, actually, I did see something that they were looking for their head coach. They were looking at the Cavaliers' old coach, which got fired after they lost in the playoffs.
And remind me and everybody else, who is the Cavaliers coach?
I don't remember.
I don't remember his name off the top of my head either. So do you think if they can get the former Cavs coach that would help them? And do you think they can afford him?
Oh yeah, I definitely think they can afford him.
Do you think that it would be advantageous for them to, pursue that and ultimately bring him over?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, is there anything else that you see that the Detroit Pistons really need to work on to better their chances this next year? Because what selection do they have for the draft?
For the third year in a row, they have the number 5 pick.
Okay. So that's, not the number 1 overall pick, but that's still pretty good up there. Do you know who they're kind of looking at this point? They're like heavily looking at, some spectacular player or anything? Have you heard anything?
No, but this draft class isn't really like last year's where there was Victor Wembanyama. This year, I haven't really heard of any of the players, so it's not really the best draft class.
So it kind of got a lot of just kind of average players, no major standouts like there have been kind of before, like Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama and stuff like that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll have to continue to watch and see how it pans out to see who those top first-round draft picks are and how well they adjust to the NBA and everything, right?
Yeah.
And so anything else that Detroit needs to do to avoid having the worst record in all of NBA for next season? Do they got to work on their defense, their offense, or?
I don't know. I mean, if they can sign big players, the players already know how to do all that stuff. They just need to teach them the plays, and hopefully the plays will be good enough to get them maybe a play-in spot and maybe get to the playoffs. But the most they can get probably the second round. I don't think they're getting past the second round.
Yeah, unless they drastically gut their whole team and revamp it all with both Clay and Steph, huh?
I guess, yeah.
But Steph, I don't think, is even on the chopping block, not even on free agency, so I don't think they'd have a chance with that. So, anything else that the fans out there need to know about for the Detroit Pistons' chances for next year?
I don't think so.
Okay. Should we move over to the WNBA then?
Yeah.
Now, did the Commissioner's Cup, is that still going on, or has it concluded?
It's still going on.
And so, when does it finish up?
It finishes up tonight.
And who is going to be there? Is it the championship game that's going to be there tonight?
Yeah.
So, who's fighting for the Commissioner's Cup?
The Minnesota Lynx versus the New York Liberty.
Okay. And who do you think has a better chance at taking home the win?
Maybe the Liberty.
They've been having a really good season, haven't they?
Yeah.
Let's look at the standings, because last time I think we looked at it, the Liberty were really, really good. Wow, they've only had 3 losses this year. So, well, Minnesota only has 3 losses as well. but the Liberty has 2 more wins, so puts them at the number 1 seed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And so that might be a good matchup tonight between the Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx and everything. So you're betting on the Liberty, and we will have to come back later in the week and see who won the Commissioner's Cup. And then what has been going on with the Indiana Fever? They were in last place for the longest time.
Second to last. The Washington Mystics were below them.
But for a while, they were basically tied for last place, weren't they?
Yeah.
And so now, how are they doing?
They're the 9th seed, right below the Chicago Sky.
And they've just really started to pick things up. They've got 7 wins now, and they still got 11 losses, but they're sitting in a whole lot better position, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, they're 4 games under 500. They have the potential of ending the season with at least a winning record, right?
Yeah.
You think they'll do it?
Not really.
Not really. No faith in them, huh?
No.
Okay. And so Caitlin Clark, she's been kind of coming alive lately. I don't know about her turnovers, but she's been kind of scoring more and kind of really helping her team out a little bit better, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So do you think she's kind of starting to get over that hump and start to make that transition into the WNBA?
A little bit, yeah.
Or do you think the fact that she was snubbed from going to the U.S. Women's Olympic team kind of set her on fire and she's had that drive to prove herself?
Maybe that too.
So that would be kind of frustrating, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, well, and what time is the game tonight for everyone that wants to watch the Commissioner's Cup?
5 p.m. PST, but if you're in EST, then it would be 8 p.m.
And PST and EST, tell us what those are. Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what most people would know that as, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know what channel that'll be on or how they'll be able to watch it?
It'll be on Prime.
Which is kind of unfortunate because if you don't have Prime, then you might not be able to watch it, correct?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but I was hoping that it would be on like ESPN or ABC or something, yeah. But it doesn't look like it will be. So we'll have to kind of follow along and see what happens. So, all right. Well, is there anything else that the viewers out there need to know about before we conclude for today?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So this is all we have for today with All Sky Hoop Talk. So like, follow, and download us wherever you get your podcast.